It's been an interesting week and got some projects to show. First, this is just kind of for fun. I happened to see this at Habitat for Humanity Restore, and it occurred to me that maybe I could make a little logo thing out of it. And I'm only using Plastitac right now to hold this in so that I can think about it for a while. But thanks to Hannah, my oldest daughter, with some feedback on what the letter should look like, I think that turns out okay. Just a cheapy thing, but kind of fun for just adapting something. It's actually pretty doggone heavy, and I'm not sure about this blue or whether it was originally blue, because you can see it on the edges here. I don't think it's supposed to be like distressed. I think somebody just painted it, and then it's just kind of gotten a little bit worn. I may buff it up a bit, but okay, that's one. Here's the one that really matters. I think I gave a little hint about this last week. Hi, how you doing? I'm going to keep it kind of simple this week, I think. I'm not very good at that, but let's try. I told someone the other day that if I ever got a tattoo, this would probably be it. And bonus points to any and all who know what this symbol is and why I might be interested in having it as a tattoo. Yeah, that would be awesome to know that some other people know about this. Here is why I'm doing this. I want to make a little sign for my bedroom door, but beyond that, it is a good opportunity to practice the inlay process that I have not yet gotten very good at. So I have a very, very nice piece of cherry hardwood here that I have done a pretty deep cut into, and now this is a softer wood, but it's also a lighter color. I'm going to cut this out in hopes of making it an inlay in the cherry. Let's see how that goes. So the big challenge is this. It needs to be very precise, and at some point this is going to cut through and try to fall out. Even if, and it looks like it is on a cross support, it will go if it goes at just a slight angle, then it's too many repetitions of the cut, then it will shave off enough that it won't be a solid fit. Okay, so this was 3 times around. I don't even think I got close to the bottom. And so what I'm going to do is experiment a bit with this inner circle to try and find out. No, I'm glad I said that out loud, because it wouldn't have worked out well. I need to find, I'm going to run this several times, but I want to like I have it here, 3 passes, and the speed is at 30 millimeters second, power max at 90. Okay, so I want to have the number of passes come as close as possible to the very last pass actually cutting through, so that if it's going to move, it only moves on that very last pass. And that way it'll minimize any extra slices off the edges. I don't think I even got close here, even though as I say, it's a soft wood. I don't think it even got close on this first 3. So I'm going to run 6, and then hopefully be able to just run 1 at a time to see when I finally get through. Okay, well, 6 was more than enough. It's always nice when I say what I'm going to do so that I can say, yeah, well, that wasn't quite right. But I don't think there's any serious significant edging here. What we've got, I don't know if I can get it to go. That's my fault. Let's do this. Yeah, you can see that this is loose, and these are going to be, yeah, that's loose. It's all loose. Okay. That, it looks like it's fine. So let's take it out and see how well it fits into the inlay spaces. Good learning experience all the way around. The outer ring, here are the pieces. That one came out, and this one will come out if it's carefully moved. And the outer ring should come off just fine. Now, I did two different kinds of cuts. This was a fill, and this was an offset fill. And so this almost certainly is going to be too low, or not give enough space for it to get down in there. Oh, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's going to fit, but it's not going to fit deep enough. Okay, so let's see how we do here. Is that the right? I think that's the right way. That's definitely the top. Now let's see if that goes down in. I'm really trying to learn to get this so that it's closer to a flat inlay. But even that was not deep enough. Oh, it'd be nice if that goes down. Oh, okay. That's down. The nice thing is, I've actually made two by doing this, because I've got the reverse out as another piece. Wow, I really thought that was going to be deep enough to get more of it down in there. I don't know if that's really about all it's going to do. Okay, I may just literally have to cut all the way through on one of these. And I was trying to do, like a canyon, so that it wouldn't go too low. But this is not deep enough, so probably still going to stick with this. But man, I found out I'm getting all kinds of, I should have cleaned these first. Let's see if I can get that out so that I can, yeah. All right, so I'm going to need to sand these a bit, and then see how this ring works. The ring is probably not going to work if I do a full cutout. Well, no, it could. I could just cut out that and this be an outer ring. That actually might be kind of cool. Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm not sure it's going to be that short, but there it is. This is the symbol, and I don't know if you can do a Google image search or not, but if you find out what this is, I'd like to honor whoever is first in the comments to correctly describe it and its significance. Very significant to me. And so here's what I've been trying to do, extending off of that idea. I resized this a bit, and still waiting to see if anybody knows what this symbol is. We'll probably, may wait a little bit, see if somebody knows. Now, ideally, what would happen is have different kinds of wood. Now, I'm not sure there's enough contrast between these two, but let's try it. So if we put this in here and this one in here, then again, depending on the stain that I use, that could really make a strong contrast. And then something with the back, either put it on another flat surface like a coaster type size thing, and glue that, attach it to that, or something else. Now, these were done last week also, and they are a little bigger, and they are actually inlays. And so I think I'm going to hang on to these for a little while and maybe see if I can work on my what is it, acrylic. Well, anyway, work on a fill-in of that, and that could look great too. And potentially they could be like coasters, although if you know what this stands for, coasters are probably not the right thing to use these for. Alright, so yeah, epoxy, boy oh boy, maybe I need some sleep. I could not come up with that word. Now here is the closest I think I've gotten to the idea I was really shooting for, and that is with some oak, and then I think some poplar. And actually, I'm not sure that it's oak, but it's a different kind of wood. Whatever it is, it's a different kind of wood. And so here again is the idea. We're going to a little bit of sanding would probably be a good idea there, just to make sure things fit well. All right. And this, now I didn't quite get it on exactly right, so I may take that off and make it a stand. I don't know. Might not matter that much. But the idea being, we've got this wood, and it goes on here. It's not exactly the same height. And that goes in there. And this is where I would probably, if I'm going to try to make it, oh, there we go. If I'm going to try to make it like go together, be bonded, would glue it, but I would probably turn it over so that the gap or the difference in height is on the back, and maybe just some CA glue to keep these in, and then potentially I could sand that down even. But if I do the CA glue in the back, then it'll be flat on the front. And so then here's another contrasting color. Now this, in this case, there is going to be a little surface above the circle. I need to clean those a bit. There's still some soot coming off of them, but that's kind of nice too. And here's boy, I don't know if I can get a close-up on this. I just love this wood. This one turned out really well, and I may have resized these wrong, because I don't think I have one that matches this now, so I have to, I'm not sure I'm going to get a chance. Yeah, that's bigger. This one I think is smaller. Yeah, that's smaller. So I don't have one that matches this. But if nothing else, I can just do the reverse out and just have that. This has been a way to learn a little bit more about inlays, and I'm glad for the chance to do that. Now, that I actually had to go out and process some wood, which is another big thing on the schedule. I really need to spend some more time processing wood, so I've got some more stuff to work with that I've gotten both cut, but then also sanded and prepped so that it can it can be ready to finish. And I'm curious if what you think here, which of these versions or which of these colors or which of these inlay negative space or inlay positive space, if you have a thought or a preference. And what I think that epoxy idea could be really cool. I really want to try and do that. So not a lot of actually showing the process this time, but just kind of the results. And very curious if you have thoughts on this. And it's been a fun time to work's been pretty busy, kind of weird, a lot of rain, so we've been doing some other stuff. But so I didn't have a ton of time, but it's been interesting to go back through and try to find some of the designs that I have from like way back when, kind of like the Wild FM logo that I developed for some youth group stuff that we used to do way back in the day. Grief, we're talking the early 90s. Lots of things I'd like to adapt to laser cut designs, and I appreciate you taking time to watch. Hope you're having a great week. I'm blessed and grateful.